Misconceptions, a conclusion that's wrong because it's based on faulty thinking or facts that are wrong. Your accusation about your brother's role in that unfortunate event at your party may be based on a misconception. I'm sorry, I pulled that off Google. You gotta love Google. Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical, and today me and LimitForm72 are teaming up together to present to you guys 10 Kingdom Hearts misconceptions. Kingdom Hearts as a whole has a lot of different misconceptions floating around, but we've picked out 10 that we believe are the most important. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Misconception number 1, Kairi's Keyblade. A lot of people believe that Kairi obtained the Keyblade because Riku just gave her an early Christmas present during the events of Kingdom Hearts 2. True, this is the way that Kairi physically obtained the Keyblade, but it's not the reason behind why she has the power to wield one. If we go back to the events of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep when Kairi was only 4 years old and was a resident of Radiant Garden, while playing as Aqua we end up encountering Kairi and her grandmother. Aqua instantly notices that there is something special about this child and senses the power within. The unversed appear and Kairi quickly grabs a hold of the hilt of Aqua's Keyblade, which unintentionally performed the Keyblade inheritance ceremony upon young Kairi. The question is though, was it actually unintentional? I mean sure, Aqua didn't hold her Keyblade out and force Kairi to touch it, like Terra over here, what a creep. But she could already sense that Kairi was a special person, so that fact combined with Kairi touching the Keyblade obviously sparked the power of the Keyblade within Kairi.
Here's our second misconception. Many people believe that Roxas is the reason that Sora is able to dual wield, but in fact, it's actually not the case whatsoever. The evidence for this? Well, in the Ultimania interview from the Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Ultimania, Nomura states that due to the fact that Ven's heart is in Roxas, and Roxas returns to Sora, he then gains the ability to dual wield. Yes, I know what you guys want to say because I know you guys love to be technical, but Limit, he got it from Roxas because Roxas went back to him, and without Roxas he wouldn't have been able to. No. Yes, I know, but Roxas had Ven's heart within him, so in the end, it's due to Ventus, not Roxas, that Sora is able to dual wield once he went back to Sora, you know? One Keyblade is from Sora's own heart, while the second one is from Ven's. Easy to understand, right?
Misconception number 3. Roxas' second Keyblade is from the power of Ventus and not Xion. Many people believe that the reason behind why Roxas can wield 2 Keyblades at once is because of Xion. Xion is a Keyblade wielder, right? And true, Roxas and Xion lend their power to each other, but she is not the reason behind why he is capable of wielding 2. This power comes directly from Ventus. In an Ultimania interview with Tetsuya Nomura, he states the following: Sora can wield 2 Keyblades at once because he has Ventus's as well as his own. As Roxas is a part of Sora, he can also use 2. In Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, Roxas awakened his ability to dual wield after fighting Xion. In Kingdom Hearts 2, once Sora absorbs him, he can also dual wield too. So right there, Papa Nomura clears up the confusion. It's thanks to the fight with Xion that Roxas awakened the ability due to his will to not forget Xion, but she is not the actual reason behind why he can actually dual wield.
Another misconception many seem to believe is that Square has delayed Kingdom Hearts 3 multiple times due to things like Final Fantasy 15 and 2.8 being delayed. This is actually not true, however. First things first, how in the world do you delay a game that never got a release date? It's not possible. This misconception is more for the very, very casual fans of the series and have been worried about and complaining about that the game has been delayed, when in fact it has not been delayed because it never got a release date. It's just taking time due to the fact that I believe Square is putting all that they can for this game to make it one of the best. So rest assured, you guys will get the game at some point, but a big game like this needs a lot of time. That's just something you need to have in your head. Patience is a virtue. Oh, and before I go, a lot of people think that Kingdom Hearts 3 hasn't been in development since Kingdom Hearts 2 came out back in 2006. That's not the case. Kingdom Hearts 3 has been in development since 2013 or 14, I believe, so just keep that in your head while you're waiting 10 years for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Misconception number 5. You don't need a Keyblade succession ceremony to pass on a Keyblade. This is a sort of add-on onto Kairi's topic that we started with. Keyblade inheritance ceremonies can be performed accidentally, and of course Kairi's situation is a perfect example of exactly that. Some people believe that the Keyblade Master has to choose exactly who they want and who they believe is fit to wield the power of the Keyblade, but that is not true. When it comes down to it, it's really the Keyblade that decides if the person is capable of harnessing the power, as long as that person physically touches the Keyblade. If a Keyblade Master, however, wants to grant this power to another person, they can, just like in Riku's case when Terra performed the ceremony. But if the Keyblade feels like the person's heart is incompatible, the power will not transfer. Even if a Keyblade wielder does not have the title of Master, they are still able to perform a ceremony as long as they are up to the equal power of an actual Keyblade Master, just like in Terra's case.
The next misconception on the list is that people believe you get a Keyblade when you go from world to world, when in actuality you get a keychain which you equip to the Kingdom Key and it changes its form. This is extremely apparent and made very obvious if you've played Kingdom Hearts 1, and the game says you get these items known as keychains. Obviously the keychain item isn't in games such as Rechain of Memories with its card system, as well as Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days with its gear system, and last but not least Recoded with its gear matrix mechanic and the Keyblades being chips. In every other game besides those though, the keychain item is implemented. It's very understandable that people seem to think that you get the actual Keyblade, since it's not touched on the fact that it's really a keychain after Kingdom Hearts 1.
Misconception number 7. Roxas had Ventus' heart inside of him and not his own. Roxas is a special kind of nobody. He is one who has a number of different emotions that most nobodies are not meant to have, and this is definitely apparent throughout Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, especially when seeing Roxas shed a tear when Xion dies. A common conclusion for this is that perhaps Roxas has his own heart, but then again, how would this be possible if he is the nobody of Sora? In an Ultimania interview with Tetsuya Nomura, he states, "It is thought that it could be Ventus' heart. In Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, there were clues to him having a heart, and in Days we saw Roxas crying, proof that he could have a heart. As was said in question 1, he has taken a lot of himself from Ventus, but perhaps when Sora and Roxas were separated, Ventus' heart stayed in Roxas. So of course we know that at a young age, Sora absorbed a small piece of Ventus' heart into his own, which means Ventus in a sense resides inside of Sora. This explains why Roxas looks like Ventus, but also might explain why Roxas has real human emotions."
This next one is something I see every day. The misconception is that the dive to the heart area we see Roxas go to in Kingdom Hearts 2 belongs to Roxas, but nein, it belongs to Sora. It is Sora's dive to the heart. As it has been said many times in the series, Sora and Roxas are the same person in the end, so you wonder why Roxas was in the dive to the heart area that showed a sleeping Sora and his close friends. It is not confirmed that you need a heart to have a dive to the heart area, but if you indeed do need one, Roxas did in fact have Ven's heart at the time, and there's the whole Sora-Roxas-Ventus connection, so it makes sense. I also believe that there's an Ultimania out there where Nomura confirms it, so if you want to learn more, I suggest you search it up. Cage Insider, it has a really nice database for the interviews. You might want to go there low key and check it out. You're welcome.
Misconception number 9. The 7 people we see during the Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance opening cinematic are not the confirmed 7 Guardians of Light. The opening cinematic for Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance is quite interesting, as it shows us what looks like the final battle between Sora and Xehanort. While this might be the case, this scene is used to portray where Dream Drop Distance will lead us, and that being Kingdom Hearts 3 and eventually into the final battle. People believe that the characters standing by Sora in the scene are the Guardians of Light, but this is just simply not true. For starters, it's very possible that both Kairi and Lee will become Guardians, and both of them are not present in the scene. It's also very likely that Terra will not be a Guardian of Light, as he is currently possessed by Master Xehanort.
This last misconception is very interesting. You guys remember the scene back in Deep Jungle where Sora was looking at the slides he collected for Jane, and the slide with a castle-looking area appeared? Well, many people think this is Ventus calling out from Sora or a Sora-Ventus connection, but in reality, while also taking into consideration the time period of which the game was made, Kingdom Hearts 1 that is, it's really Kairi's heart reacting to seeing the slide, not Ventus. It reminds Kairi of Radiant Garden, and with her heart within Sora at the time, it resonated with him. Another variable being that since this was in Kingdom Hearts 1 and Birth by Sleep was a game made literally almost 10 years after the fact, it's hard to believe that Nomura thought about the future games that far in advance to where he would show a connection between Sora and Ventus, where Ventus has nothing to do with Sora in Kingdom Hearts 1. Well, he does, but we don't know that at that point yet, you know? But, you know, as evident was shown with what he did with Dream Drop Distance.
Gosh, I don't think I recognize you.
Huh? Have we met before?
What? Wait, is this like what happened with Jiminy and Tron?
Yes, you.
He really did not have the story planned out all the way through, so just keep that into consideration.
However guys, that's all the misconceptions we have for you guys today. I just want to say a big thank you to LimitForm72 for coming on to today's video to of course help me present to you guys these misconceptions. I actually did a video with LimitForm talking about some interesting Kingdom Hearts facts. That video is up as of right now, so be sure to click the annotation on screen to be sent directly to that video. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.